Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, your makeup artist, your guru, your vlogger, your blogger, whatever you want to call me, Jackie O. Today, I'm inviting you guys to my YouTube channel for those of you guys that maybe have seen some of the stuff I've been talking about on Instagram, okay? So a lot of you guys know I took a recent trip home to Los Angeles, LA native, and unfortunately I went home for emergency leave, and unfortunately in that trip I managed to find out that the boy I was dating, apparently this entire time that I've been overseas in Kuwait, has been seeing a different woman, a woman that I can assure you was aware that him and I were dating, a young lady who unfortunately is due to have his child at the end of this year. Yeah, I have been cheated on yet again. It's really shady when you find out, when someone doesn't even have the decency to tell you that they're screwing up. Unfortunately, I found out by accident. I found out the day before I was due to fly back to Kuwait, which was really messy. I mean, the situation altogether is just messy. A lot more people knew about it than I care to even talk about. These are a girl I went to high school with, like we all had mutual friends. It's just like, oh my God, when you talk about like the messiest situation, sloppy, ugly, like that is it. Involving two individuals, I don't even want to say their names. I've already done all that on Instagram. If you want more details of this messy story, go on my Instagram and find out. Well, you're not going to get that many details, but the gist of it all is it's messy, it's terrible, it's shady. People just lack compassion and respect. Like, really? Like, I mean, it's not for me to judge. It's really not for me to judge anymore, because I'm not a cheater and I don't do things like that to other human beings, period. Like, aside from the fact that I was dating this person, just as a human being, there's a bare minimum amount of respect that we should give each other, even to perfect strangers. And I just don't understand where people fathom that this is okay to do these things to one another. Apparently it doesn't pay to be dedicated and faithful to some men, because regardless, no matter how much you hold it down, no matter how, how much you root for that person, even from afar, men are going to be men. Obviously I was very upset. I was like devastated when I first found out. I was angry, hurt, all of the above, all of those emotions. I felt those emotions. But fortunately for me, like, it's not a divorce, and breakups are a lot cheaper than that. So I think that I'm taking it a lot calmer than when I first found out. And I'm just going to continue to live my life with the purpose that I have. The fact that I'm able to get on camera in front of you guys says a lot. Breakups happen every day, and I know that someone watching this video is probably going through a breakup now, probably been through the same thing. I'm not the first young lady that's going to experience this, and I know I won't be the last. Getting on YouTube and doing this video and doing this look all together, not that this look in particular screams breakup makeup, I just wanted, the point that I'm trying to make is look inside of yourself and be able to still hold your pretty little head up high, and come on camera and just be like, look, this is what I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna freaking get over it. Because don't you think that if I really lost a good quality man, I would be a little bit more, just a teeny bit more devastated? Yeah, I think the fact that I'm able to still smile and get pretty says a lot about the person I was seeing, because clearly this person was not meant to be in my life for the long run. Okay, so if you're going through a breakup, I want you to see it that way too. And click like if you ever wanted to just punch a mother in his face. Just click like just for that. There's like 7 billion freaking people in this world. Why allow one person to keep you from being happy? I'm sure that this young lady probably in her head believes that she won, and she probably has what I want. I don't want to be involved with a cheater, so good luck with that. We gotta, the best thing that you can do in most situations is just let the enemy think they won, and wish them well. And I really do wish you well in this situation that you're in this relationship, and all the relationships I've been in. I know I did my part. I know that I remained faithful, and if it means allowing them to falsify or dream up their own happiness to pretend like they're just so, you know, them and their families just are, everyone's just pretending like this is the most grand thing. And I think a child is a beautiful thing, but not at the expense of someone else's happiness. Never, you know, not a child brought up from lies and deceit. It's terrible. It really is terrible. All I can say is knowing that I did do my part in this situation, and I feel like I've already won. I don't have to really fight, you know, like karma kind of fights the battle for me. And after this, I'm pretty much going to be done addressing it, because the initial shock factor of it is slowly but surely fading away. And I tend to be a pretty resilient person. So I bet you a month from now, I'll probably be laughing and smiling. Maybe not laughing and smiling about it, but I tend to bounce back pretty quickly. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on with me right now at the present moment. If anyone else can relate, I don't mind you guys sharing your experiences either. It's just, you know, me, my life, and YouTube all up in the Kool-Aid. So whether you're sad, you're happy right now, you're at the stage that I'm at where you're just kind of content, you're kind of smooth sailing, put on some fly makeup and move the hell on, girl. I just had to make one joke so you guys know that I'm like actually normal. Okay, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to show you how I did the makeup. Bye. For those of you guys that have been just going through it, you've been crying, you've got puffy, super puffy eyes, a great way to get rid of that is the Fast Response Eye Cream by MAC. Now my eyes are always like super puffy underneath regardless, that's just my eye shape, but I'm going to dab a bit of that on underneath both of my eyes. For foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I'm applying this all over my face with the e.l.f., I guess you would call this like their stippling brush. It's like a kabuki with a handle. God, that little sucker won't go away. Damn, I hate hormones. Fill in the brows. I'm going to use my MAC brow crayon in Spiked. I love this camera. So fill in the brows the best way that you know how. The next step is to use an eyeshadow base. I'm using my Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. Next, I'm using Regal Pigment from LA Splash Cosmetics. I'm applying this gorgeous chocolate color all over my eyelid, from inner to outer corner, all over the eyelid. And then take a fluffy blending brush and blend that out into your crease. I then use another LA Splash pigment, which I'm really loving. This one is Platinum Sand. I just dabbed a little bit of that Platinum Sand like right on the center of my lid. So now I had to pop in one of my nifty little shadow shields since we're going to be working with glitter and it's going to get a little messy. Use a dark blue eyeliner. The one I'm using is Petrol Blue, and I'm going to line the top lash line of my eye from inner all the way to outer corner, all the way across, and then do the bottom. And you can use any dark blue eyeliner that you may have. I believe this particular one is limited, but it truly does not matter. This is just the only blue eyeliner. You could probably even use black if you want. Next, I'm using an Inglot pigment. This one is number 32, and it's a really pretty blue. I'm using that and applying that directly on top of the blue liner. And then I'm also somewhat smudging it out. And then I thickened it on the outer corner. I then used one of my LA Splash glitters. This one is Deep Blue Sea. I began just sprinkling a bit of that on top. I'm not going for like a full-on packed glitter look. I just wanted a little bit of sparkle. I used a MAC 239 brush, and then I'm just blending that out. I'm now going to add black mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Stiletto. I then added some lashes. I'm using the Red Cherry number 523s. I'm gonna use my Studio Finish, as soon as I can open it, Studio Finish Concealer by MAC, and apply with my finger. And then I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and some of that concealer and start to gently sweep underneath the eye so that we don't disrupt the beautiful eye makeup we applied underneath. Now we're going to need to set that concealer under eye, and I freaking ran out of like every setting powder I have in the book. So I've been using a hell of a lot of my Ben Nye banana powder lately. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. At this point, you're gonna wanna take a large fluffy brush and just sweep off the excess product. Okay, so please excuse the prayer in the background. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder all over my face. And then I thought a nice bronzer would look great with the blue that we're using, so I'm going to use my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer. For the blush, I'm going to use Dusty Rose by NYX, which is actually becoming one of my new favorite pinks. It's really, really pretty. And to finish the look off, we need our puckers. So I'm going to keep the lips pretty nude to go along with the elegant eyes. I'm going to line my lips with a dark brown liner. I'm using Chestnut by MAC. I'll take my finger and blend that out. And then I'm using Honey lipstick by NYX. I'm now going to gloss the lips up with my Smashbox lip gloss. The color is Illume. Looks like that. And that is the final look. Okay guys, so that pretty much completes our breakup makeup tutorial. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. I just hope that you guys like the look. I hope that this uplifts someone out there. I hope that this, hopefully this will touch the heart of someone who may be going through something similar, something worse, and just to be able to wake up, look in the mirror and smile that day and move on. Obviously it takes a lot for me to get on camera and do something like that. So moving on started yesterday, girl, the day before, a week, months ago. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you later. Bye.